Update. I, 25 female, begged for an open relationship. 8 months in, he leaves me. 8 months ago, I, 25 female, asked my partner, 28 male, for an open relationship, as I got bored with him. Nothing wrong, but he just didn't excite me much, and he agreed. But he proceeded to tell me there's a catch. If he catches feelings for a partner, he's going to leave me for her. And that's exactly what happened, and I want him back in my arms. He left me for his new partner, 29-ish female. What can I do to win the love of my life back? Now for the top advice before reading the updates. Not gonna lie, that's the ultimate reverse card for this situation. Big ups your ex. Really? Yes, really. You played yourself. He didn't excite you, so you asked for an open relationship, and now you want him back when he caught feelings for someone else. While in the open relationship that you asked for in the first place? You only have yourself to blame for this one. You should stay single for a while and grow up. I don't want to be single. I want to prove to my boyfriend I can be better now. He spelled it out for you. I am inevitably going to break up with you. I am agreeing to an open relationship so I can look for a new partner. Don't be surprised. You're now sleeping in the bed you made. But I have a way to get him back. Go to sleep and dream that he's back in your arms. I didn't take that seriously. I didn't think he'd mean it. Now for the first update. Probably nobody asked for this, but here's an update. I was kicked out of his house last Sunday. That's 6 days now. And I excruciatingly miss him. I will do anything to get him to return to me, but he looks happy on social media with his new partner that I'm pretty sure he was cheating on me with. Anyways, I tried calling him. No answer. I saw him in public and he pretended to not even know who the heck I was. He won't acknowledge my existence, so I went to our former place just to talk, and things got hostile. His new girlfriend hates me for some reason. I didn't even know her and she proceeded to try and attack me while he tried to split us up and get me out the door. When he had his back turned, she maced me. And now he's trying to file a restraining order on me. The hell did I do wrong? She attacked me and pepper sprayed me. How can I convince him he's dating a psychopath? You brought this all on yourself. He didn't cheat on you. You asked for an open relationship. This is the result. He dumped you for someone that loves and respects him. The only course of action you have open to you now is to walk away and get therapy. I'm in therapy already. You need to find a better therapist, because this one's not working. Honey, you have to leave him alone. You opened up the relationship because you were bored. He told you he would leave if he found someone new, and he found someone who doesn't treat him like a backup sex doll. What are you expecting? Things can't just go back to normal. It's far past that point. You like the chase, not the prize. You just get bored again, and the cycle would repeat. I won't this time. When you say this time, I hope you're talking about the next boyfriend, because you are likely not getting back with your ex. Second update. This will probably be the last update. The restraining order has been filled, and I am not allowed within 100 feet of my ex and his new girlfriend. I'm planning to move back to my home in Arizona and start over. They're happy, and I just want to find peace with myself. Thanks for everyone's advice and opinions. Yes, I was already in therapy, and I am still in therapy. Please, anyone my age or younger, listen to my advice. TikTok is not cool. Please delete it. It's done me nothing but harm, and other people's stupidity can really poison your minds. I'm living proof. Thank you and take care. To recap, you wanted an open relationship. He said yes, but told you if he felt a connection with someone else, then he would do the right thing and break off your relationship, rather than have an emotional affair. You agreed. He felt a connection with someone and realized you're insane. He was upfront with you that he wanted to end things. You blame wanting the open relationship on your ADHD because you were bored. You then try to claim he cheated when you're the one that wanted the open relationship. You went to his house to start a fight. When you wouldn't leave their place, she rightfully maced you to make you leave. You call her a psycho, even though you're the one that harassed them constantly. You think he was wrong for getting a restraining order against you, even though you're the aggressor. You're now blaming TikTok for your actions. Did that sum it all up? I mean, you do know how many videos on there encourage open relationships, right? What I did was my fault. I own up to it. I'm simply saying that if you're going to take ideas from somewhere, it's better to just delete TikTok. I watched the Harry Potter movies. I don't think I can shoot death beams from a stick. Sane people don't fall into stuff just because they watch entertainment. Man, I need to light some incense and make a prayer. I have yet to meet someone as unhinged as this. I popped out of one who was raised by even crazier than this, and who married one that wasn't quite as crazy to have me and my older brother with. My childhood was fun, especially during the holiday fights, parties. Did I mention I've been in therapy for over 10 years and have mental breakdowns over this? Now for the last update over 2 years later. It's been 2 years. I've tried to stay offline and live life, but my ex and his now wife find new ways to live in my head rent-free. I wanted an open relationship. So what? You don't just string me along for 8 months, get some new girl who you met because of me, and then marry her. This isn't fair. She's living in my home with someone who should be my husband, and he's been renewing the restraining order ever since it first expired. And I know he's gonna keep doing it, because for reasons beyond my knowledge, the man hates me. F my life. The story just gets funnier and more hilarious with each update. OP is among the most delusional people I've read on here. It's not her fault, it's TikTok's. It always amuses me the stuff that people blame TikTok on. The algorithm just holds a mirror up to you, that's all. Mine is just full of funny cats and people singing along to 90s bangers. The fact that she knows where they live and stalks their social media shows he's right to keep that restraining order updated. She hasn't learned a thing. And won't. Why should she learn from this? It's everyone else's fault. Her actions were above reproach. She also posted the last update on r/surviving infidelity. The level of delusion is crazy. Therapist is certainly not getting anywhere with her. Here's the thing. A therapist requires you to tell them the truth. Otherwise, they can't help. If she's constantly lying that her ex cheated on her and the new wife is crazy for no reason, a therapist can only help you move on, but will also support that OP is the victim. I went to an ex's therapy session once, and all the lies they told, that I proved they were lies to the therapist, was astonishing, to where the therapist turned to my ex and said they need to work on their lying, and maybe they should find a new therapist for that. Last story, update. My husband, 25 male, admitted that his younger brother yelled at him for how he treats me, 21 female. Original post. My husband and I have relationship issues. I have been hesitant to leave him, mainly because we have a child together, but also because I care for him a lot. He got really dark a few months ago, did and said a lot of things that hurt me, but didn't directly hit me or do anything in front of our kid. I was ready to leave him, because throughout our relationship, he never really treated me that great, and I think I was just at my limit. But when I tried to leave, he broke down and begged me to stay, so I did. He's changed since. He's been treating me like an equal being. He's been going to therapy for 4 months now consistently. He started opening up to me about things he didn't before. I've been noticing that overall, he seems so much warmer to others, not just me. Recently, we were driving and a conversation about his little brother came up. He's 22. And I was telling him about some things that his brother told me about his girlfriend. My husband randomly admitted that his brother told him to treat me better. I was shocked because I didn't think that anyone noticed or thought of our relationship like that. I never said a word to anyone. I asked him what happened, and he seemed embarrassed and brushed it off, saying that his brother just kinda yelled at him that he doesn't treat me like a woman. The crazy thing is that my husband admitted to not treating me well to me then too. I didn't know what to say, so that was the end of the conversation. Since then, he's been bringing things up randomly, asking what I like and how I would like to be treated. My question is, how do I respond to this? Or do I just let him be to do his thing? My usual response is to just brush it off, or say, whatever you want, honey. But I've been growing a bit of self-confidence, so I don't want to brush it off anymore. I'm also just still shocked that someone said something to my husband, I guess. I don't know what to think of it. Got nobody to talk to about it. Now for the top advice before reading the update. You should be in therapy too, to help you continue to gain confidence and work through thoughts like these. Keep up the momentum, don't brush it off. And please start telling him what you want. And if you don't know what you want, which is possible after years of suppressing yourself, then get him to give you some options. You are shocked because someone else saw that you deserved better than you were getting, perhaps even before you yourself recognized that. I'm really pleased that someone has seen your value, OP. It's time that you started seeing that for yourself. It sounds like your husband is seeming like one of the 1 in a million people that mess up, learn from their mistakes, and are genuinely trying to be better. Him asking you what you want is him trying to be better. If it had only been a few weeks, then I would blow it off. But studies show that if you make a continuous effort and change behavior for over 90 days, it is a lot more likely to stick. It's why AA has the 90 and 90. So sorry he was a jerk, but if he keeps it up, let him know how you want to be treated. Make sure to let him know right away if you see any backsliding. And know your own value. I feel like people who overcome their own emotional deficits are more emotionally intelligent than people who just came out emotionally balanced. Just remember, if it happens again, there are no third chances. Internet stranger here, follow your gut before you follow my advice. I'm not there. If you're both working on the relationship, that's great. But if he stops this honeymoon period and falls back this behavior, leave immediately. No matter what he says or does. This should be the last chance. Good luck. OP, you should be in therapy as well. His treatment took a toll on you. Work with a therapist about how to respond to his request, and eventually it will become second nature with you two, both asking and giving what each other needs. Now for the update 2 months later. So I left him. Everyone was right about him. I'm safe with my daughter and my little brother. It's been a few weeks since I left. Even after I posted last time, I won't lie, I still had hope for this man. What made me decide to leave was the fact that, despite him verbally abusing me and later threatening to physically abuse me, he acted like I was the one who needed to bend over and apologize to him. It wasn't that he treated me badly that was the reason I left. It was the fact that he was stomping around and acting like a child, yelling at me and my daughter and making her feel anxious. I still tried to be nice. I tried to talk to him. I asked him what's wrong, and he just gave me that look that he always does. I don't know how to explain it, but it makes me feel so small. And he doesn't break his gaze or say anything. He just stares until I have to look away. It felt like a switch in me, and mentally, I was gone. That night, I put my emergency plan in place because I already had one from a time he threatened me months ago. And a few days later, I was physically gone while he was at work. I'm not going to give details because of the possibility he can see this, but I have a new job, a new apartment, in a new city, however and wherever I want. It's so freeing. My daughter couldn't care less, and somehow that makes me happy, but also deeply sad. I should have done this a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. She's just happy that she gets to go to a park more often now with her uncle. My brother confided that he's happy he doesn't have to hear him yell anymore. My family keeps calling me. My mom keeps telling me I'm making a big mistake and that I'm embarrassing myself. I'm not even going to bother explaining myself or my side of the story. His family keeps calling me too. His mother is apparently in the hospital because of a stress-induced attack from this. My sisters-in-law sent me nasty texts and called me until I blocked them. My now ex keeps calling me too. I hate it. It makes me feel sick to my stomach. My brother-in-law only sent me one text, and it said, "Good for you. I hope you find a better life." It makes me feel somewhat comforted with this whole situation. I hope he's right though. So that's my update. This will be my last time posting on here. I'm probably going to delete my account actually. And I'm completely done with relationships and will probably never get into one again. But thank you to everyone who took the time to comment and message me. I seriously feel like each one slowly built my confidence bit by bit. I know I'm a bad person for not doing it on my own, so I thank all of you sincerely for helping me. I owe everyone my new life. I wasn't going to post at first, but it feels nice to get this all off my chest. I feel like I'm going to explode with pent-up emotions lately. I call BS on his mom is in the hospital because of the stress. If it isn't a lie, then that kind of over-dramatic reaction is reason enough to GTFO. Proud of you. No, she actually has been at the hospital very frequently because of stress. Her husband is the original. My husband acts exactly like his father, except his father is worse. She works, does all the parenting and housework, while her husband and all the kids watch TV or game. Nobody ever tries to help her, and so she ends up in the hospital from exhaustion and stress. I feel bad for her, because I already know my ex probably ran back to her crying. But I also don't feel bad for her, because she also left me nasty messages that I ruined him and his life, So your disgusting ex-husband decided when he got married, he wanted to have complete control over his spouse. So he found you, an abused, lonely teenager that didn't know anything about the ways of the world, or relationships, or how to stand up for yourself. He counted on you being too scared to fight back to demand respect and equality in your marriage. He thought you would continue to be his maid and mother and not question anything. That's why he kept getting mad when you asked him to help with your daughter and help keep the house clean and to be a partner for you. He didn't want that. He wanted a submissive to do his bidding and shut up and never disagree or argue. I'm surprised he didn't have you wash his butt. Now he and his family are blowing up your phone because you are making him look bad. His poor treatment of you is coming out. Your husband wanted what society tells us is the mark of success: a job, a wife, a house, and children. So he went out to obtain these things, but his true lazy nature crept in. He wanted the prestige of all these things. He just didn't want to have to work hard to keep up with all the work that life and these things requires. Your ex-husband has a lot of growing up to do and to figure out what he really wants. Luckily you got out and don't have to listen to him screaming at you or threaten you. I would block him and all of his family. Good luck, OP.